Let's have a look at some of Premiere Pro CS4's new features, many and varied as they are. With all software, whether it's antivirus software, music software, word processing software, or in our case video editing software, new features are added all the time with each incremental update. However, not all software developers are as consistent with adding new features as Adobe with their updates. Often, with some software, we're left with a feeling of disappointment with updates, but not so with Premiere Pro CS4. To validate this, one glance at Premiere Pro's specifications informs us about the amount of good stuff that's been added to the program since CS3. By looking at Adobe's website, found at www.adobe.com, and clicking on this version comparison link, you'll find a comparison chart that clearly informs us of the differences between CS3 and CS4. So, if you've not made the upgrade yet and are viewing these VTC tutorials as a guide to the program, have a glance at the different features between the two versions. Here you'll find Adobe has categorized the updates into new features and enhanced features, and further categorized them into similar areas. For example, here at the top of the screen, we see the title Powerful Management of Projects, Sequences and Clips, with 9 subcategories indicated. If you scroll down the screen when you look at the site, you'll find other broad categories such as Precise Audio Control and Exceptional Editing Control. I'll leave you to scroll through the website to see all the improvements, new or enhanced, but I will mention the category entitled Tighter Than Ever Integration with Other Adobe Software, because Premiere Pro now has even closer links with Adobe's Photoshop, a feature we'll make use of throughout this VTC course. So, as I say, I'll not discuss every improvement here, owing to time, but I will look at one improvement in particular found under the top category. I'll just go back to the top of the page. Here, under the first section, notice this subcategory called Per Sequence Settings. I find this improvement very useful when making a film, so let's look at it in more detail. In previous versions of Premiere Pro, once your sequence settings were integrated at the inception of your project, you were pretty much limited to those settings. However, in CS4, this feature allows multiple sequence settings within the same project. Very useful if you want, for example, to alter your settings for each scene in a project. Each sequence, therefore, could be a new scene with its own sequence settings.